Another day, another Sonic Heroes.
You been playing Pokemon?
Sonic Heroes. I'll tell you about playing Pokemon after we watch the intro cutscene for Team Dark.
Fucking right on.
Check this motherfucking shit out.
It would have been way more effective if it didn't take so long to start.
Look at Rouge's new costume.
I'd tap that.
Like, they redesigned the terrible costume and somehow came up with something even worse.
I found Eggman's secret treasure.
Go! What's his secret treasure? What is Eggman's secret treasure? Gamma?
Never heard of him.
What?
Wait, but he died.
That's not game. You died, and you died.
That is like the worst robot ever.
Because he can't hit anything?
Yeah, like he's just like waving his arms around, shooting bullets everywhere. That's not how robots are.
No one programmed him to aim, just to show the guns.
Now I know what
Fucking Obi-Wan.
Wait, shh. She knows what this is all
I'm
about.
mad at Eggman for sealing you in this room.
Makes sense.
And you can't remember anything, can you? Then it's settled. Now you two make up so we can start looking for Eggman together.
What?
Oh yeah, baby. This makes us a team.
First of all, such a downgrade in the voice actor for Rouge.
Same voice actor.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she like gain 150 pounds because she sounds like, or
Maybe
start smoking 16 packs a day?
I don't know, change in direction. I like how Shadow has amnesia, but Rouge doesn't want to fill him in on everything about him that she totally knows.
Yeah. And then there's a robot that she decided, like, you guys are bros now. Let's all be bros
We're
now.
a team. Oh, she just decides like we gotta have a team now. That's Team Dark.
Why wouldn't they just bring... I guess they couldn't bring back Gamma. I guess
And
he eats
the
blood.
worst part about Team Dark is you can see it right here. Sonic, this black Sonic here, he runs with rocket shoes.
Let us not, please, not ever.
Trollface.jpg.
Let's have at it. Let's do this.
It's time to throw Dark.
We're throwing so dark. Kyle,
Yep. What's up?
like her voice definitely is like way lower. It's a deeper register.
Yeah, I mean she's doing the voice differently.
She should. It's way worse.
It had also been like 3 years. Oh man. Okay, so in the Dark version it was like a robot Shadow.
Let's go.
There was a robot Shadow and a thing and whatever, still Mechasonic.
Landform data has been copied.
Oh shit.
So he's copying all the... You think he's gonna copy all their data and then be like one big amalgamation of all the characters, like Cell from Dragon Ball Z?
No.
We can only... Just like... so sure and yet like so discouraged about like the surety. No.
Somebody did have a pretty good explanation for why that Cell Saga was the way it was.
I'm already asleep.
Did you not see it?
Oh yeah, I read about that.
That was pretty neat.
Yeah, sure.
I like knowing things. I used to like Dragon Ball Z a whole lot. Remember that?
Though, I don't know what this person had been reading. I don't think that I would call the Boo Saga a fuck you, where like the guy just did it stupid as fuck on purpose. It's just that if you look at Akira Toriyama's other stuff, he clearly just really likes to do like whimsical, silly shit. And so I think it was just more like, alright, I'll keep doing Dragon Ball Z, but if I'm gonna keep doing it, I'm gonna do it the way I want to, which is silly as fuck. And so he did.
Yeah, sure. I don't know any of his other work.
I don't know a lot of it. I've only seen bits and pieces, but it's weird.
I just knew that Dragon Ball Z was the best thing I had seen until I had seen Yu Yu Hakusho.
Wait, best thing you had seen ever? You mean anime?
Anime-wise.
Okay.
Until I had seen Yu Yu Hakusho, which then became the best thing I'd ever seen.
I'm not gonna say that that this would replace Yu Yu Hakusho for you, because I don't think it would, but you should still see Death Note.
Yeah, you keep telling me about that.
Yeah, because I will stop saying it when it no longer needs to be said, which will be when you've seen it.
I got a lot of stuff on my plate.
Dude, it's real good. It's really good.
Is it funny?
No.
It's real. I can't deal with
I know.
anime that doesn't have a sense of humor.
But you can, though. You don't think you can.
I can't.
Trust me.
I can barely deal with like real movies that don't have a sense of humor.
Just watch it. It's good. It's good.
I'm sure it's good.
Listen, watch I think it's like the first 3 episodes. Like if you can get to watch the first 3 episodes. If you can get to the end of the 3rd episode and honestly say you don't want to watch more, then stop. But you won't. Fuck me!
You look like a guy in a movie playing a video game.
Oh, like flailing my hands on the controller. Yeah. Oh, sticking my tongue out. Oh, dude.
You know what the Wii taught my 7-year-old brother to do?
Hit people with sticks?
No, when he plays real video games, he can't stop himself from moving his hands to the left and right.
And that's...
He doesn't know how to use a real controller, and he can't learn because the Wii fucked him.
Yeah, that's...
Right in his 7-year-old ass.
It's disheartening. We have another little cousin who's like, how old is
Brian is 8.
8?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like he has like a Wii, but like he's not into video games. He likes baseball.
Yeah.
So we don't really know how to interact with him at all, but it's just like I get sad when it's like I give him like a 360 controller and like even though he has a Wii and he's played lots of video games, like he has no video game instinct. Like he immediately tried to move the character with the right stick. And I'm just like, why would you ever do that? That is like you don't even have a video game with a right stick, so what would make you even do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I said angrily with a finger pointing in his face.
You stupid idiot!
Why would
What's wrong
you
with
do
you?
this?
Both of us were there. We were both yelling at him at the same time.
On either side of him.
Yeah.
And I think I remember he might have been there when I was like we were talking about Pokemon Black and White and I was complaining that I don't like Pokemon anymore because I feel like it's become insanely stagnant.
Yeah.
And I think he was like he agreed with me, but like in the context of like he said something like, yeah, all the kids at my school play Pokemon and I hate it. And I just I wanted to like shake him like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You should love Pokemon. You shut up. You shut your mouth.
Yep. But could he have been agreeing with you because he's 8 and you're 20 and he would just agree with the thing that you said?
21.
You're 21?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were 21 in March.
No.
Okay. You're 22 in March.
It's true. Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like he was chiming in. It wasn't like I was like, listen, Brian, the thing about Pokemon, the thing about modern Pokemon is that it just hasn't progressed. I mean, it's like I'm playing this DS game and it feels like I'm playing like a Game Boy game developed in 1995. You know what I'm talking about? Kid who was born after 1995?
No, I feel you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You've been playing Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I have been playing Pokemon.
Yeah. Did I surprise you with that?
Just what?
Oh, I totally didn't know that I was doing.
Well, I beat Lance.
Oh, did you?
So,
Great.
Yeah. So I'm in Kanto now, but it's just not. It doesn't feel as great as I thought it was going to. It's like, yeah, I can't wait to get back to Kanto, and then I'm there and I'm like, what now? I'm just gonna walk around and beat 8 more gym leaders that I don't want to fight. And
Yeah, that was probably the weakest thing about Gold. Is that like, dude, remember the thing you did a couple years ago? Fucking do it again. But this time with a whole new crew.
No, that part. I think it was. I could be wrong, but I think it was even weirder in the original Gold and Silver, which I think was that they didn't even adjust the levels of the 8 gym leaders for a team that would have beaten the Elite Four already. Like, I think you went to, like, Vermilion City, and, like, Lieutenant Surge's Raichu was still, like, level 20 or something ridiculous.
No, I
like
think
that.
they were all at, like, level 40 or 45 or something. They were still way underpowered, but...
Yeah, but the thing that they didn't do in either game was that they didn't, they didn't adjust the levels of the wild Pokemon. So
Yeah, which totally is
which
weird,
sucks.
right?
So you go to Kanto, but the only thing to do is just to walk. Like, if they adjusted the levels of the wild Pokemon, I would totally start over. And or you know what it was? If they hadn't adjusted the levels of the gym leaders to be like in the 40s and 50s, I would have actually just started over with like level 6 Pokemon in like Pallet Town, and then just like went forward because
why not?
Because why not?
Yeah.
Because I like Kanto. But, you know, the gym leaders are going to have Pokemon in level 40, so I can't hang with
not
that.
high enough.
I can't start with a Caterpie.
Yeah, they're not high enough for your current Pokemon, but they're not weak enough for you to redo the game with brand new battles.
No, it's still, they actually are, they're at the same level of my current Pokemon. It's just not as much fun to just walk from town to town and beat the gym leader. And
nothing is as great though as the picture that we have of you riding a Kingler, me riding an Arcanine, and Andrew Short riding a Ditto.
Yeah, that was a piece of art we had for an old podcast when Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out. So we had the cartoon versions of ourselves riding those Pokemon.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Which is funny because riding a Kingler is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Riding an Arcanine makes sense, but like, and then Andy's on the back kind of squishing the
just
Ditto.
kind of killing the Ditto.
Yeah, he's just sitting on the Ditto, but he's way too big for it, and it's sad, and he's sad, and he's just kind of curled into the position, and we're like on these majestic beasts. I have a print of it. Do you know that?
If there was one word to describe Kingler, majestic.
Yeah, that thing's pretty cool.
I have a Kingler in my current my Heart Gold team.
I have an Arcanine in almost every single party for every Pokemon game.
You're silly.
I
Man,
love Arcanine.
Keith, I want you to imagine an open world Pokemon game that was like almost think like a Western RPG, kind of like an open, do whatever you want, go wherever you want, sort of like maybe even quest system game, but it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I'm there. Yeah.
Aren't you sad that doesn't exist? Why doesn't that exist?
That's what I've wanted for a long time.
Pokemon is 17 years old. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I can't help but think that there's something big coming on the horizon.
It's not big.
I want a Pokemon Monster Hunter.
Oh, yes.
That's what I want.
Except I actually I had a demo disc for Monster Hunter Tri sitting in my house for like years.
Yeah.
And I recently went and actually finally tried it, and it's awful.
Is it awful? I mean, is it very hard?
It's just so obtuse.
What I really want though, I really want like, I want pretty much everything to be the same, but I want more like, I don't want a top-down thing anymore. I want to be able to like a 3D polygon scenario going on, and then I want the battles to look like Pokemon Stadium did. That's all I want, for real.
I want it to look better than that. I want the battles to look like
Pokemon Coliseum.
No, like Final Fantasy 12. Like,
yeah, sure, but
where
I mean,
you just
but like,
where you
but
just
I mean
walk
the
up
Pokemon
on
Stadium style, which is the same as the Final Fantasy 12 style.
No,
No?
because it's still like a really super, like in Stadium it was like a super rigid camera where it was like one shot on a Pokemon, he blows fire, and then it cuts to another Pokemon getting hit with fire. You know, it was like,
Oh yeah, I don't mean like as janky as that.
yeah. So then you don't mean that.
But I mean that style of gameplay. Maybe not that style of
You
camera.
just mean
camera.
You just mean polygonal character models.
Yeah, in a turn-based Pokemon-esque format. And I want to be able to run around in a not top-down Pokemon world.
Yep. All right, I could be misremembering this because I haven't watched this since I was a youngster.
What are they doing? What are they doing behind you there?
They're falling and then getting sucked back to me and then falling again.
How come you don't just do that through the whole game? Why isn't that just always a thing you can do? This game sucks.
I don't even know what you're asking me. Because they're AI characters, so when they die, they come back to me. You know, like Tails?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think there was like an episode. I think it might have been like episode 1 of Pokemon the animes,
I know that
where
one.
there's like a part where like it's just like Ash and Pikachu, and they're just chilling out in the woods because he's just like, I don't know, my Pokemon adventure is starting, so I guess I go off and have an adventure.
Right.
And so
I guess I could just go into the woods, right?
Ooh, 40 emblems collected. You can now play special stage in 2-play mode. Well, that's
Great.
exactly what I wanted.
Yep.
I think he's out he's just like, I don't know, I guess I'll go out in this forest and head to wherever. And so he's just out there by himself, just doing whatever.
And he meets the guy with the bead drill that calls him a novice.
No, that's episode
2.
2 or 3. It's episode 3.
Is it? Okay.
It's episode 3. I don't know.
Because 2 is the one where he catches his first Pokemon, the Caterpie.
No, that's episode 3.
Is it?
Episode 2 is the one where Pikachu's hurt and he has to carry him to the hospital.
Do you know which one is episode 6? No. Yeah, it's the one where he battles the...
My episode knowledge of Pokemon goes 3 deep. I know 1, 2, and 3.
I know up to 6.
Okay,
But I don't know...
That's good for you.
Remember the mist battle with the sand slash and Pikachu, like, bites him? And there was the mist, and there was the girl who was like, I train on the computer, so my Pokemon are the best Pokemon. And they were like, I'll show you, my Pikachu will get you.
There wasn't a Sandshrew though, I don't think.
It was I thought it was a Sand Slash.
There was a Sand Slash episode where the new Fissure, I think.
Yeah, that was the guy that was like, he had like an unofficial gym, and he was like, I've won over 100 battles. Look at my Pokemon gym.
Oh, that Pokemon anime was ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, okay. This is the first episode of Pokemon, and he's just out in the woods, just like, I don't know, doing whatever, and he's just like hanging out under a tree or something, and then there's like a Pidgeotto, and he's just like, I don't know, this is a Pokemon, I guess I'll catch it. Like, I think it was just like the purest form of like Pokemon imaginable. Just like, I'm just in a forest for no reason, and there's a Pokemon. It's like, I want a game like that. I just want to be out in a forest for whatever reason, and then see a Pidgeotto, and then try to catch the Pidgeotto.
But it ends up being a Spearow, and Spearow brings all the Spearows, and they all attack him, and he has to
That actually
hurry
happened?
to... Yeah.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That was actually the first episode, I think.
That's what I said.
Okay.
It's Pikachu. Oh, Pikachu.
Yeah, and it was a Pidgey, not a Spearow. I mean, not a Pidgeotto.
I get it.
Pidgeotto's way too high level for him to catch at that point.
I know. That's why he didn't catch it. You feel me?
No, he didn't catch it because he threw a rock at a Spearow's head. Because his Pikachu wouldn't attack.
Listen, Ash was not a talented trainer.
No, he was not. That's what I like about that show.
Have you seen the new way that Ash looks?
No.
He's got like
Boobs?
He would look less ridiculous.
No, I haven't.
What am I doing here?
At some point, he changed his hat, and that's where I was out of it.
He's once again changed his hat.
Ugh.
So instead of here's
fucking
the thing.
keep your fucking hat. Catch him.
Right. Still rocking the fingerless gloves. 17 years, and he's not giving them up for anything.
Hey, it's a look. It's his look.
It's his thing. I get it.
He still does the... Never mind. Keep going.
But okay, no, he's got, instead of the half green Pokeball, he's got the fuck. This game.
Half green Pokeball.
That was his second hat. And then third hat is like full Pokeball, and it's blue. And
I just want to return to the regular hat.
And he's got I hate this. Wise. I don't want to do this anymore.
His third hat was so good.
And he's got like a blue t-shirt or like a blue something.
Yeah.
And then he's got like baggy black pants and like orange Velcro boots.
Oh, that looks.
I don't even understand where that came from.
Fucking Japan. Where else?
I don't understand what's happening at this level.
Anyway, I was gonna say that the thing that I used to really appreciate, or I guess I didn't used to really appreciate it because I didn't used to notice it, but what I appreciate in retrospect about Pokemon was that, like, fucking Ash lost a lot. He did not win.
It's true.
He probably lost half as much as he won.
Though, I can't stand the whole, like, I can't stand Pikachu in that show at all, especially the idea that it's like some super amazing Pikachu and everybody wants the Pikachu because, oh my god, it's the best Pikachu.
Well, that's just funny. That's just, they're idiots. You talking about Team Rocket?
No, I'm talking about everybody.
Really?
Because you know, in that show, Pikachu was like legitimately like the most powerful Pokemon of all time.
Well, only because Ash trained him with love. Kyle.
Was that the secret that no one else could figure
That was
out?
a secret.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit of love.
Not.
This boss seems pretty terrible.
This isn't a boss.
It's not a boss?
It's just an enemy,
Just an enemy? Then what are you doing? Kick his ass.
right?
So what's the name of that robot? The one that you're controlling.
Omega.
Omega.
It's like Gamma, but it's more badass.
Yeah.
All right, now it's open. Okay, got it.
But, yeah, so Ash losing as often as he won was pretty cool, except that fucking, like, the finale episode
You know what?
of
And
the first season.
sometimes he loses, and sometimes he learns
He
about
always
himself.
learns a lesson.
Hey, don't trade your Butterfree for a Raticate.
I loved that episode. Dude, okay, so do you remember
But
the
you know
episode
what?
where he
Just
lets
want-
his Butterfree go? Where he releases his Butterfree? Fucking tears. All up in it. Do you remember that?
Oh, he releases the Butterfree.
Yeah.
I
His
forgot about
first
that.
Pokemon, and there's this montage of him catching the Caterpie and then evolving to a Butterfree, and like all the great times they had, and then he's like, "Bye, old friend," and then he releases him. It's fucking choking up, man.
I did like how there was like a progression in that like the Pokemon would evolve and they would legitimately become different and have
Yeah.
like different personalities, and then they couldn't change back.
He fucking ruined his Charmander.
I know, that pissed me off so much.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say was the
Ugh.
part where I did not appreciate him not winning all the time was like in the finale episode of the first season, which was, by the way, the first season of Pokemon, like 100 episodes. And he finally
that-
reached the Elite Four.
Or you mean like the Pokemon,
League. Yeah. And then loses. And
Right.
then is like, well, we'll just go somewhere else.
Yeah,
right
just
there.
gotta keep trying.
Gotta keep trying. Pokemon Master.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
You gotta be the very best. He wants to be. Anyways.
Yeah. That kind of was a bummer. Like, I get that he doesn't
I
always have
know.
to win, but that's the last episode. You can't have.
Well, it was because they felt like he can't be world champion because then the show's over.
Well, no, because he went to from Kanto to Johto anyway, and had to be the champion there. He never won the Kanto thing.
Good point.
Yeah, he could have won and been like, now I gotta go to Johto, gotta be the best trainer in Johto too, and I gotta change my hat.
Wait. Did the characters in the show say Johto?
Is it Johto?
It's Johto. So it's
yeah,
just
so they
you.
say-
It's just you that says it wrong, not everyone on the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. You're talking about Johto journeys?
Yeah.
You haven't. Like, I know you went back and watched like every episode, but like not into Johto.
No, I just watched the first season
Okay. Well,
up until the Pokemon League.
that's not okay.
And then I
that's
went-
not okay because you're crazy, but it's still.
I was sick in bed for for over a week, and I was like, might as well do this. Might as well get this out of the way.
You could have watched Death Note.
Well, it was 3 years ago, first of all, and I didn't know what that was.
All right, fine.
And then I was busy after
Oops.
that watching the first season of Digimon. Yeah. Which was
Yeah.
it was great.
It is great. Right?
Yep.
Speaking of Pokemons, when I was in, for whatever reason, just because, I don't know, I just, like, I don't have any younger siblings like you do or whatever.
Yes, you do.
But I mean not like young, like little kids now.
Okay, yeah.
And so, like, I don't know anything about current toys. Like, the only thing I know about toys right now is, like, Skylanders, because it's a video game and I know about video games.
Right.
So when I went to the Toys R Us to get the puzzle, oh, by the way,
Yeah.
one of the, Starry Night was one of the only puzzles there. The other puzzle that they had a number of,
Yep.
a 100-piece puzzle that, when completed, would depict a group photo of the cast of Jersey Shore. And on it said, Jersey Shore puzzle. And, like, I thought about it.
Do you know why it was only 100 pieces?
Because that's their audience.
Yep.
Yeah, no, come on, man.
Like, because they don't want a puzzle, they just want the quickest route to a Jersey Shore portrait.
I don't think there's anybody that wants a Jersey Shore puzzle, really. But so I decided to, like, walk around and just look at, so, like, what kind of toys are happening nowadays?
Not many.
That's also true. Like, now the Toys R Us that used to be a Toys R Us only when we were kids, now it's a half Toys R Us, half Babies R Us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I took some notes, and the first things I noticed was they were selling these tubes of 6 foam balls that were all colored with the patterns of different Pokeballs.
Sweet.
Remember I sent you the picture of that?
Yeah.
And there was like the Pokeball and the Great Ball and the Ultra Ball and whatever.
Yep.
And it just drove me nuts because that was the kind of thing, like when we were kids and into Pokemon, they just never made it. For like that was all we wanted.
Yeah, we just wanted
the
to throw
only thing
Pokeballs.
we just wanted a Pokeball to throw.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't give it to us.
You know who did? Fucking Burger King gave us those snap open ones.
Those, yeah,
But you
those-
couldn't throw those because they would break.
Right. And see, it wasn't until I saw this that I thought, like, I guess it was just some weird thing where maybe they just wanted to avoid, like, animal cruelty implications of, like, what if we put out these balls and they just go
throw
around
them at
throwing
cats.
them at cats and dogs?
Yeah.
And then, they don't want the headlines of, like, young Pokemon fans beat the shit out of their pets with Pokemon merchandise.
Oh, man.
But that was all we wanted.
Yeah.
And remember there was, like,
I still want it. Fuck it.
I'm sure you saw those. Remember the weird toys that that were like imported from Japan? That was like, it was a Master Ball that opened up, and it had like a War Turtle on a string, and you kind of like threw it up, and there was like a mechanism inside the Master Ball that when it hit the little whatever plastic thing inside, it would like
zip it back in.
It would snap the Master Ball shut. So the idea was like, I don't know, like you threw the War Turtle up in the air and tried to catch it inside the Master Ball or something.
I don't know about that, but you explained it pretty well.
Okay. Well, I just remember that because that was what everyone wanted, and I got one too, because it was like the only toy that you could find that had like a Pokeball thing, even though it was really just like a throw a thing and catch a thing toy, but it was the only thing that you could get that was like a Pokeball.
You know what I had? I had a lot of little Pokemon action figures.
Yep.
Like,
Remember the Pokemon board game?
very, very vaguely.
It was awesome. I mean, if I went back and looked at it, it's probably the shittiest board game in the world, but you went around the Kanto map and collected Pokemon, so it was awesome.
And did they have like little cards?
There was all the Pokemon
Like
were
little
like
cardboard cards.
they were like little. They were maybe, but like the Pokemon were chips, and so there was like slots for the chips
Yeah,
all
yeah,
over
yeah.
the board, and then
Yep.
man, it was awesome.
I remember that. That
was awesome.
Very, very vaguely, I remember that.
It was super hard to find
Yeah.
because everyone wanted it.
Just anything Pokemon
Yeah.
that you could like throw.
You know what's weird? All right, another thing at the Toys R Us. Did you know, or maybe not even know? I know you don't know.
Right.
But can you believe that they are still making Beyblades?
You know what? I can because
Commercials?
it's not because of commercials. It's because I have a. It's not a joke because it's not really it's just a sentence that I say whenever anybody brings up, because I still don't know what this is, but whenever anybody brings up Bakugan, which is a toy or something that I don't know, and they're like, do you know what that is? And I just say it's not Beyblades.
Wait, what?
Just because it's not Beyblades. Because at one point, I think I had confused Bakugan and Beyblades, and somebody was like, oh, no, it's not Beyblades. And I said, oh, it's not Beyblades. So whenever anybody brings it up, I'm like, oh, that's not Beyblades.
Bakugan's weird.
Yeah. So at one point, I think I saw like that they were still selling Beyblades, and I was like, those are Beyblades.
Okay, so my understanding of Bakugan. Do you legitimately not know what it is?
It was explained to me one time, but it's even if I did know, I would still just say not Beyblades.
It's yet another like, how can we rip off Pokemon?
Is it
like how can we make
some sort of weird like monster collecting thing with like Yu-Gi-Oh twist where it's a board game and you throw balls or something?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's like
kinda...
the balls turn into like robots or something.
Right. Yeah. And,
But
and they have toys where you press a button and it's a ball and it'll unfurl into an action figure.
It's a little more. I mean, it's that. You're right.
Yeah,
but
that's
what
what
it
the
is,
toys are.
what it is
There's a show, I
is
guess.
that they make cards, and like the cards have a magnet inside of it.
Yeah.
And so the balls are that when you roll the ball and it lands on the card, the magnet inside like activates a thing like a latch inside the ball that makes it open up.
That's pretty neat.
Sure.
But it's not Beyblades.
You know what was awesome? This
What?
is totally underrated. The Yu-Gi-Oh spin-off game, Dungeon Dice Monsters.
I think I played that.
That was awesome. I mean, like, they never had... I mean, they sort of tried to make it like a collectible game that you could buy, and I bought, like, a starter set or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then I got a booster pack, and I got Exodia, so it's like, no one could even stand up to me anyways.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, I got Exodia, but it was just like a weird...
It was weird to you that they were still selling Beyblades.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
But they made a GBA version of Dungeon Dice Monsters that I think was pretty good.
I think I knew that.
But I remembered it was so unknown that I had to add it to Giant Bomb. Like, I went to look it up and it just wasn't there, so I had to make the page. Oh! Oh!
You got
Sonic Heroes. Why?
You got robbed. I had the Dragon Ball Z GBA trading card game.
Oh yeah, I had real Dragon Ball. I just not 2 weeks ago finally threw out the last of my Dragon Ball Z cards.
Oh really?
Like I had 2 that I kept just because.
2 cards or 2 books?
2 cards.
Okay.
That because I just had one like for whatever reason I liked it because it was like the best card. It was like I got you know, like in the Cell Saga when Gohan's super powerful, I got like the highest level Gohan card from the Cell Saga. So when he was like awesome.
Oh yeah, the one where he's standing there in his purple thing and he's kind of like looking at things.
Yeah, that could describe. Oh shit, I forgot about this. What?
That was fucked up.
I was gonna say that could describe a lot of Dragon Ball Z characters. Like they're standing there, kind of mad, and they're looking at things. Oh, did you know? Do you remember, or did you ever? I don't. Did you think? Did you a thing? There was an online little game type thing that you could play around with on the Dragon Ball Z trading card website.
And make your own card.
You could make your own cards.
Yeah, I totally remember that.
And we totally did that all the time. And they had a bunch of pictures that you could pick. And every Dragon Ball Z card had a quote from the show on the bottom of the card.
Yep.
And you could do the same thing for the cards, but it was like this weird thing where it wasn't preset like you were picking quotes. You could just type whatever you wanted, but it would only show up if it was an actual quote from the show.
That's weird. I didn't know that.
Or an actual quote from a pre-existing card. So like the fun thing was to go through the cards that you had and look for a weird quote and then try to make a card around it. Like I remember I saw one from TN that was like, sometimes it's good to be bald. and then I made a card about like you blind your opponent with the sunshine off of your shiny bald head or something like that.
That's pretty funny. I remember you said you threw out your last 2. What was the other one, by the way?
Oh, I had a Videl card that wasn't even it was a Dragon Ball GT card.
That's weird. I had a couple of those, though.
I think I bought like a booster pack of Dragon Ball GT cards just because I saw them and I'm like, that's fucked up and weird.
Here's the thing. I knew how to play the Dragon Ball Z game.
Oh.
Look, it's that hedgehog.
Oh
I
no.
wonder what the big rush is all about. Bet you those guys will end up getting in my way and making trouble.
Oh wait, so this is just like in Sonic Adventure 2 when they fought in the jungle.
Talk about being
It's the rumble in the jungle.
Long time no see, boys. Too bad you had to come all this way for nothing. We'll take it from here.
Oh, I think you're right. It's a different Rouge. I'm sorry. I think I was wrong. I was wrong.
Didn't you know? We have a date with Eggman too.
Is that so?
We're gonna take his emeralds.
It'll be a date to die for.
Hey, that's my line.
So none of it. I knew how to play, but you did. I don't think you knew how to play the Dragon Ball Z card game. I think we played once.
No, it was like one of those dumb things. Like when you're a kid, you always like collect a bunch of shit.
Right, but I knew how to play the Pokemon card game, and nobody ever knew, so I never played it.
Right.
And I knew how to play the DBZ card game, but nobody ever did, so I never played it.
Exactly.
So I just did the same thing that everybody did, where I would basically like not care about any card that wasn't a face card that had like the power levels on the side.
Yeah, that's what they were called, right? Face cards.
I think that's what I called them.
No, I forget what they were called.
But they had the power. They were the ones that like you could play.
This
in
boss
battle.
fight is over for some reason.
Yeah, and they weren't
Getting
support
lucky
cards.
with these.
And so I had like 2 books filled with that.
I
and then
did
3 books filled with like support cards, and I have 1 book of support cards left, and I'm not gonna throw it out until I can find the other ones, because I want to look at them.
I learned how to play it once. It was really fun.
I've played it once with you.
It's a really interesting card system.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I only played
It's
it.
not like Magic for babies like Pokemon.
Right.
Magic's pretty good. As is the episode.
Do you think her boob's bigger?
I think they just made an outfit to showcase them better.
Okay.
Titty showcase.
Yeah.